What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MULN stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and I will show you the latest news that might affect the price of this stock, and I will show you what you should know before you enter any position in MULN. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis. And I will show you that this setup that I disclosed on my previous video is still on the table. And we might hit the price point of around 53 cents. But everything in just several minutes. Before we dive deep into all of this, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends and family, and drop me a line in the comment section for whatever reasons you want. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video just a couple of days ago when this asset was somewhere at this point, and I've told you that because of this structure to the upside during which this asset gained about 200%, we have another retracement, and this retracement hit the golden pocket range. Statistically, it is the most probable range of trend reversal, and as long as this pivot holds, we have quite decent chances from the technical standpoint that this asset might break, first of all, its previous swing high, because this movement to the upside, if it has the completed 5-way structure, it is only the first wave on a bigger scale. This one might be the second one, and we have to see the third one. In the according to Elliott wave theory, it should be the highest and the strongest wave, and it might hit the 53 cents price point at 1.618 extension level, which implies about 184% of potential profit. So this setup is still on the table, but guys, don't get me wrong. I still stand on my position that you shouldn't invest in this asset, because in the long-term perspective, it is not the company that should be in your investment portfolio. It is a very extremely bad company with zero fundamentals. This setup is only a technical setup with a tight stop loss, and it doesn't have so much probability. It is on the table because of its technical pivot points. So, and let's continue with the recent news. Let me show you that Mullen Automotive announced its strikingly different tour, as you can see, and you can find this news that was published on July the 10th, and I have to say that most likely we will see more this type of news, because till the beginning of August, they should maintain the price above 10 cents price point, because in worst case scenario, if it breaks 10 cents and will be tradable for more than 10 consecutive days, Mullen Automotive will be delisted from the Nasdaq Stock Exchange. And let me show you this news in details. I have to say that the second bullet point, that they will represent the Mullen 5 RS high performance sport EV crossover, and in my opinion it should be interesting. But guys, I don't get it. Did David Michery promise that the first strikingly different tool, the second part of the first strikingly different tool, should be with this crossover in it? I think he promised it, and he didn't deliver his promises. On top of that, there are several other vehicles that should be on this strikingly different tool, and Mullen GT is also in this list. And I have to say that they had at least one of these vehicles, and it is the leftovers from the 2017 or 2018 David Michery promises. So it is what it is. David Michery is not the best CEO, and that is why this company is still in downtrend. So let me show you the recent news that might be the catalyst for this asset. And this company filed a definitive 14A statement, and it is quite a long document. It has a lot of pages in it, and definitely none of the retail investors can read and understand this document. But let me pay your attention on the just most important parts. First of all, for now, I have to say that the real number of shares outstanding is quite secret information, and according to dilution tracker, as you can see, the total number of shares outstanding is 808 million. But according to post hoc ergo, the real number of shares outstanding is in between 1.5 and 2.1 billion. And this means I have to say that dilution is still on the table, and it is one of the main problems of this company right now. And let me show you another quite good article that was published on Reddit thread related to Mullen, and it was published by Kendall. And he wrote, definitive proxy statements indicate Mishry personally holds 30% of the voting power. And according to this huge document, Kendall found that David Mishry holds 30.6% of the voting power, despite only owning 0.7% of the outstanding shares. And you can read the entire article and you might think that it is not enough, 30.6% is not enough to vote for all of these proposals. Let me show you that there are multiple of them, and I have to say there are 11 of them. And definitely a lot of retail investors in Mullen don't want to vote for these proposals. They want to vote against them. And definitely it's up to them, but it will not change anything. Because right here, if you dig deeper and if you read the entire article, you will find that in total, 57.6% of the total voting power controlled by just 5 guys. And it is David Mishry himself and other insiders. And these people are dependent on the David Mishry's decision. And this means no matter how you will vote on the upcoming shareholder meeting, David Mishry will do whatever he wants in order to solve his own problem. And these documents show that you can do nothing with his intention. On top of that, one of the YouTubers, and you probably know his name, he said in one of his recent videos that David Mishry didn't receive 6.4 million shares on July the 5th because of this explanation. And it says, no shares have been issued as of the date hereof. And it doesn't mean that David Mishry wasn't awarded. He was awarded, and all of the filings on SEC, official filings, show that he received these shares. But the date when the real shares should be issued is not the date that should be disclosed in official documents. That's why we have this add-on to his total number of shares, and the total number of shares becomes slightly less than 19 million shares. And it is what it is. David Mishry is still trying to hide the information using one of the main shillers of Mullen Automotive. And I have to say that as long as YouTubers make a video regarding Mullen Automotive and they have a position in Mullen and they have an insider information from David Mishry, from C-levels executive, it means they are in huge danger of insider trading, and it is a very, very severe issue. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis, but before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, I still stand on my position that you shouldn't invest in this asset, and I don't have any position in Mullen and haven't ever had them. But I think from the technical standpoint, we might see the spike in its price in upcoming sessions if David Mishry will publish some new so-called amazing news regarding Mullen Automotive. And I have to warn you that if you don't know how to properly manage your position, how to set a stop-loss orders, I highly recommend you not to do anything with this asset, especially not to try to enter your long position and not try to invest in this asset. It is the worst ever decision that you can make. But if you want to try to catch the next potential bounce to the upside, and I have to say that the longer this asset is in consolidation phase, the less likely that we might see this spike in its price, because dilution is still on the table despite all the statements that David Mishry said in his recent so-called interview. And this means the probability of this spike in its price is becoming less and less probable, and most likely we might see another leg to the downside. So that is why my main suggestion regarding Mullen Automotive is just stay aside from any trades if you don't know what is the real catalyst for this price action, and just protect your capital and use other less risky assets if you want to do some trades. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the